Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we are currently crushing a defenseless Sokoto for... oh hello. The USA discredited Belgium, which lessens their influence on Egypt. Okay, good for you. Egypt, are you still at war with the Ottomans? Yes, they are. They're probably going to lose more territory up here, I would guess. But the fact that we got our... oh, Yemen is fearing our might. Interesting. Is there a crossing here? Not in this game, it would appear. So we're going to actually need boats if we want to invade Yemen. Do we want to invade Yemen, though? I mean, wheat and fish. Maybe we would be better off colonizing over here once we get able to? Or no, they control this directly. Okay. Well, we'd colonize this area for sure. For now, I'm more interested in taking all of this population from Sokoto. Look at that. 250,000 right there in Kano. That's going to be a huge boon for us. Okay. Head into Kano next. And into Abuja. Excellent. So far, so good. Also, let's take a quick look at our research, our research points, which is actually under politics. Oh wow, we're growing so quickly now. Look at that. That is incredible. We're going to be able to westernize pretty quickly, which is good. We're going to need that because we're going to be running into the Ottomans pretty soon. Like another decade and we'll run into the Ottomans. Okay, so this army is heading to Zaria, this army to Katsina, and then we're just going to push over this direction and like fully occupy them. But they do have a... oh, I missed this one. We're going to have to backtrack with this army and grab Lokoja. I had it in the arrow, but I just didn't do it. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Lakota to Bija. Or Bida, even. And then you can go Katsina, Zaria, Sokoto, and then you can go Lokoja, Bida, Kebi. It's not the end of the world. Denmark has territory over here. UK over here, France. To be expected. Okay, back to Lokoja. You to Katsina. And of course, this is happening very, very slowly because we only have a single unit of irregulars. So that's not hugely surprising. However, they're just not putting up a fight. I don't know why they haven't surrendered. Oh, the Ottoman Empire expanded their war with Egypt to include acquire Egyptian hail. You can do that? Hang on. How do you expand the war? Can you do it in here? Can't intervene in the war? Because we're already in it. So how did they do that? Oh, add war goal. If we do acquire state... when we add the war goal, we will gain additional infamy. I'm not going to do that, and I think it's red because we lack the justification. We can't justify, presumably because we're already at war with them. Yeah. And we currently have too much infamy. So let's, yeah, we're at 22.29 infamy. We can't get more infamy. That would be a huge problem, so that's not going to happen. But now we know how to expand the wars if we have the infamy to spare. That is actually a huge deal. And realistically, it looks like at least with the amount of looting that we're getting, we can probably cut taxes more because we have so much money and nothing to spend it on until we westernize. However, we should be able to do a reform very soon. 8720? Okay, so by the time this war is over, for sure, we can do a reform. So that is excellent. And yeah, I would totally expand the war goal to include Hausaland if we had the infamy. Is our infamy not going down while we're at war here? It is, but incredibly slowly. Okay. And Sokoto is willing to give us East Hausaland at this point. Fantastic. We're not going to extend slavery. Okay. So, this battle plan is now irrelevant. So we'll go ahead and delete that. And then the idea is, for the next war with Sokoto, we're just going to, like... Can we justify for a full annex? I mean, we're truced right now, so obviously we can't. But I would love to do a full annex. Regardless, look at our population. Our population almost increased by a full 1,000,000 there. That is such a big deal. I'm going to leave this army here for now, and then I'm going to take this army over to Kassala. And these guys can come all the way over to Massawa for right now. And we're not going to declare on Egypt immediately. I mean, we still need to justify, right? So the idea here is we'll actually create a new plan for Sokoto. The idea here is that we would need to do something like this, something like this, and something like this, and just fully occupy them. Oh, I guess this arrow here would need to be deleted, and it would be more along the lines of that, because Sokoto owns that as well. And that would just be a full occupation there. European military mission. One of the great powers of the West has taken an interest in our country and has offered to establish a military mission. While this might be beneficial to our research, it might also prove a liability in the event of war. However, turning down such a generous offer might be perceived as somewhat of an insult. Do we wish to allow the establishment of a military mission? Who is doing it? The UK. So the UK wants to establish a military mission to our nation. Oh. I'm still creating arrows over here. Delete arrows. Okay, did I make any other arrows accidentally? Yes, I did. I absolutely did. Fantastic. Let's delete those. Hello? There we go. Was on the wrong plan. Okay. Arrows successfully deleted. Now, UK. What's your opinion of us? 5. I mean, they don't actively hate us. The USA is the same. Now, I did notice that in our area here, if I can sort by prestige rank. There we go. Let's see, where are we? We have gone up by 1. Fantastic. So we're now at 19. And if you look at our sphere here, we are most influenced by the USA right now. But I kind of think that the UK doesn't have a lot of... I mean, they've got British India over here. Our troops do need to modernize. This will give us pop militancy for a few years. So we're going to probably have some militancy issues, but a 2% research point modifier and no reduction by 50 relation. I feel like we have to. Okay. Let's proceed. Okay, reactionaries won pretty heavily there. Wiped out all of the liberal gains last time. Sounds good. Okay, so what's our militancy looking like over here? 4.0. Let's just take a look at our pops overall and look at their militancy. So that's changing by 0.17 per month, mostly because of life needs not fulfilled and everyday needs not fulfilled. We're working on that, though. So let's go ahead and drop taxes a little further. We can also cut our military spending in full. Let's drop taxes down to 60%. So like that. In fact, we can maybe drop down all the way to like 55%. I don't think we can drop down to 50% without taking some serious financial hits. We could drop the middle class pretty much all the way. We'd be losing a little bit. Let's just leave it at 55% across the board. But that way we're still making a little bit. And then we can toss some more money into education. Like bump that up to 35 and administration to 35. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this, with how much we've got in the bank. If we lose a little bit here or there, no big deal. Hello, newspaper. The fears of Sardinia Piedmont, huh? What are they fearing? They are fearing their very existence. Excellent. Okay. So let's take a quick look at our reforms, which I always forget is in the politics tab. Hey, we can do this. Okay, so I think we go for imported weapons. That'll give us 25% research points bonus when conquering. That's nice. We've been doing a lot of conquering. And we'll get flintlock rifles. Excellent. Excellent. Oh wow, look at how much research points we have right now. We're going to be able to get administrative reforms pretty soon. We do need to be worried a bit about our militancy, though. Our average militancy is going down, though. That's really good. That's really, really good, actually. So when do we want to fight Egypt? That's the question, isn't it? I mean, this land is kind of garbage. But that would give us access to move up the Nile, where it starts to be quite good land, up over this way. Like, for example, around Cairo. Yeah, that's really good up there. Oh, hello. Diplomatic tension has caused an international crisis in West Macedonia. Okay. I'm sure it will be resolved in a civilized way. Oh, hello. The UK just gave that to the Ottomans. They backed Greece, and then immediately gave West Macedonia to the Ottomans. Good job, UK. Good job. Oh, wow. Look at how much the Ottomans took. We should maybe consider not fighting Egypt again. I don't know. It's not super important that we take this territory. It's more important that we have a buffer against the Ottomans. So maybe we should start going over this way, maybe down here. Who's this? France? Yeah, that's France. Who's Madagascar aligned with? France? Okay. That would be a potential option. I do want to finish our annexation of Sokoto. That's for sure. Okay, so do we do this or not? If we do, then we don't take any more than this. Do we actually care about fighting over this land, though? It's hot garbage. And I mean that literally, because it's mostly desert. That would suck. And I'm not sure the land is important. News reaches us from Harar that an expatriate community of foreigners from various European countries and great powers has formed there. Doubtlessly, this is a direct effect of our government's policy of open ports and borders. This influx might be positive, as our government seems to believe. However, some voices have less kind things to say about the foreigners. So, more militancy for the rest of the game, but research points for the rest of the game too. Or we could insult the UK. We're gonna take the research points. I don't want to insult the strongest nation in the world right now. I think that would, maybe be a bad idea. I think that would maybe be a very bad idea. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to decide if we want to attack Egypt or figure out how to build some boats and go to Yemen. Well, we'll see. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.